Okay, this video is for Oregonians, specifically Oregon voters, and maybe especially Portlanders. So if that's not you, feel free to scroll on by or not. Today, some of my kids and I were at the PSU farmers market. This is such a cool farmers market. We got a lot of great stuff. However, as we went into the farmers market and again as we were leaving, we had folks who were collecting signatures for a ballot measure approach us. Specifically, this initiative petition, IP28. It's the People for the Elimination of Animal Cruelty Exemptions Act, put forth by a vegan activist group. This is a new iteration of ballot measures that were attempted in 2020 and again in 2022. The ballot title reads as follows. It criminalizes breeding practices, injuring or killing animals, including for food, hunting, and fishing. So normally I'm a big fan of the initiative process here in Oregon. It's a very Oregon thing for us to have, even though it's a bit of a hot mess. And again, these petitioners were just collecting signatures to get this issue on the ballot. We were initially approached by a canvasser who said, "Oh, do you support animal rights? Would you be willing to sign this petition?" And I was like, "Could you tell me more?" Even though I already know what this is about. Because a friend of mine who raises meat rabbits in Bend, Oregon had sent me this information quite a while ago. Oh, it's to extend the same rights that cats and dogs have to all other animals. Now, it's no secret, I raise ducks and chickens. We've raised turkeys in the past. We're omnivorous. And I was like, no, thank you, I'm not interested. But then on the way out of the farmer's market, a different young canvasser approached my family and asked us to sign the same petition. I'm a 21-year-old who has raised turkeys for the table, asked them if they could explain in detail what the petition was about. And they said it would stop animal cruelty by preventing experiments being done on animals. So Ruth took the clipboard and read them the details that I just read to you of what the petition actually says. And explained, we have ducks and chickens. Recently, we had a duck attacked by a raccoon and was injured severely to the point where she could not be saved. But she was still alive and suffering greatly. Under this new law, it would be a crime for us to cull her, to end her suffering, to do the humane thing. It would be a crime under this new law. It would be a crime to dispatch any injured livestock that you have on your property. Instead, they would have to suffer until you could get them to a vet who would be willing to euthanize them at the cost of several $100s sometimes. So Ruth pointed that out to them. And they said, oh, no, it's just about animal experimentation. And she said, no, look right here, it's not. And then she said, so you want to criminalize people hoping to increase their food security by raising their own food, and pointed out how we raise turkeys. And then the petitioner, because they're a vegan activist, would not engage with her further. So anyway, the point in me telling this story is, if you see folks canvassing for this petition, make sure that you understand what you're signing and that they are accurately representing the petition that they want on the ballot. And understand all of the ways that it is not only harmful for people, especially people living at the margins, especially people wanting to produce their own food, especially for small local producers, but it also would increase animal cruelty and suffering by making it a crime to cull severely injured or ill livestock.